Hello everybody and welcome back to another video where we're here today with 21 ideas for Minecraft 1.21. And as you can see right here with all these new blocks, we're in the new snapshot. And I must say that I'm impressed. Minecraft 1.21 actually looks pretty good. Almost all the promised features have already been added and they are amazing in functionality. I mean, double whammy of incredibly revolutionary redstone components. So I just want to give some ideas. Mojang gets a lot of hate they don't deserve, and just don't send any hate to the Mojang developers. They're actually a really good company. I mean, if you think about it, Minecraft is a one-time fee for getting both versions and infinite update support in both. Like, that's crazy. $30 one-time fee for all that. So Mojang does not deserve all the hate they're getting. But anyway, let's get into the actual ideas that I have. So first, we have the crafter block right here. Which, by the way, some people wanted to change the name. I like the current name, but it just got a bottom texture in 23W43A, I believe, the new one. Except that the old one is actually better. It's hard to explain right now, but it's basically just the bottom part was entirely gray instead of this weird gray and brown, and it just looked so much better. Like, this just doesn't look good, but the old one really does. So huge missed opportunity. They should go back to the old one. Another change that I'd love to see in a similar vein is making copper bulbs a lot cheaper, because honestly they're quite expensive right now. Like, this is the crafting recipe, and my intended alternative recipe is this. So instead of taking a blaze rod, you get blaze powder, which is cheaper by a lot. So basically doubles the amount of copper bulbs you get for blaze powder. You replace the normal copper blocks with cut copper, which allows you to be at 4 times cheaper, but only if you use a stone cutter, so a little bit of cleverness there, and then we got redstone dust. Third is something I already showed off in another video, and I actually made a data pack to implement myself, which is the idea of Woodland Explorer maps, dropping for evokers spawned in raids, or basically any evoker that's not in a Woodland Mansion. I got a lot of positive feedback about that idea, and there's actually been some, like, weird stuff that Sykophuu has noticed that actually hints to that being added to the game officially. Namely that cartographers weren't actually trading any Woodland Explorer maps, just Ocean Explorer maps, which kind of hints to my idea actually becoming a reality, which would be crazy. And Mojang, you have my full consent to do that. I would love to see my idea added to Minecraft. And so if they actually do that and take my idea, I would be very pleased. And number 4 is just a lot of missed potential, really, because this guy, the Sniffer, isn't actually that interesting. We're expecting a lot more out of this mob, and we didn't get that, but we... Shut up, man. That guy. Anyway, we need more sniffer plants. And I actually made some textures that I can show now for different sniffer plants. I'm not sure if it's this pack. Yes, it is, okay. So, this would be spicewood, which is a tree the sniffer would be able to, like, dig up. I just retextured cherry and then azalea. So the spicewood tree would look like something like a dark oak tree, but like with these new spicewood and flowering spicewood leaves instead. And it would just be a green wood type, basically. And then there's also reinforced spicewood trapdoors and doors, which are like iron trapdoors. The textures aren't the best, I'll admit, but just really a proof of concept. And then also there was a retextured apple, which is actually going to be the ancient pear, which would allow you to, like, get jump boost for like a minute after eating, like maybe jump boost 2 or 3. So it's like a fruit that it's pretty good regeneration hunger-wise, and then it also just gives you a little bit of a fun effect when you eat it. Then it also had the idea of this magic bean, pretty much. Where the idea was it would be kind of Jack and the Beanstalk inspired, where if the sniffer takes out this thing called the magic bean, you can place it, and then beanstalk that's 5 blocks tall will, like, spring out of the ground, allowing for easy, like, climbing up to a new spot. Thought that'd be also a really cool mechanic. And so those are my sniffer ideas. And number 5 is actually more Minecraft Earth mobs, such as the Moo Bloom, Moo Lip, a lot of the new cow variants. I need to disable this resource pack, which is generally some new mobs that have already been, like, conceptualized and approved for a different Minecraft game, so why don't they just add it to vanilla? That'd be really cool. And number 6, in a similar vein, is Minecraft Dungeons mobs. If Minecraft Earth tackles the passive, Minecraft Dungeons tackles the hostile. There are just so many mobs, such as like the Geomancer, which it's like temporary stone traps the player. It's so cool. There's so many cool ideas for Minecraft Dungeons that we're kind of missing out on in the vanilla game. And I think if they add it to the side games, they should add it to the base game. There's not even a question about that in my mind. And number 7 is actually a slightly different idea, which would be movable barrels in Java Edition, but only barrels. So chests wouldn't be movable, but barrels would. So it's another thing where, do you want the chests, which can have more storage space access to ones, or do you want the barrels, which are movable? which adds another interesting mechanic to the game, and we love interesting mechanics here in the Minecraft community. So I think if we just do pushable barrels, that could lead to some pretty cool redstone innovation. No chests, just barrels. And another small redstone change for number 8 is the ability to dispense some decorated pots out of dispensers the same way you can dispense pumpkins. So for example, if I do that, oh no, it wasn't carved pumpkin, I think it might have just been normal pumpkin. There's some way it could be dispensed as a block, or am I just tripping? Oh, I think it's shulker boxes actually is another one, but shulker boxes are gonna should have the same mechanic as decorated pots, which is that if you dispense it, it places. That way, using the new decorated pot function added in 1.20.3, which is coming up, we get to actually have easily resettable score mechanisms, and that'd be just a cool thing that we're currently missing out on. And another really small fix that Mojang could do to make Minecraft a lot better would be to do something I'm honestly surprised they haven't done, which is make copper grates waterloggable. I don't see any reason why these aren't waterloggable, but they're not. So, take that. They should make copper grids waterloggable. That's all I want to say. And I also want, in Minecraft 1.21, number 10 to be a birch forest update. As promised in the 1.19 video, they might not have been able to deliver on that fully, but if they took that idea out of retirement and just reinvent the birch forest, that would be really, really cool. And I would love to see a new birch forest biome, especially with a trail ruin spawning in it. It would just be really nice. We got a birch forest update finally. And now that we're done with 10 under the 21 facts, please subscribe. It's free and it really helps out my channel. I'm gonna do a little bit of building for the rest of the video. But anyway, number 11 is the Desert, Savannah, and Badlands update. Updating basically the 3 biome votes you promised, but haven't exactly made their way into Minecraft yet, which is the desert, the savanna, and the badlands, which are kind of all warm-themed biomes. So you could kind of put them all into one update, and it would be cool. And that'd be stuff like meerkats, the badlands, termites, ostriches. Is it the badlands? What am I thinking? Oases and palm trees. Palm trees could be a cool wood type, halfway between jungle and birch. That'd be a nice block to play around with. There's just so many really cool ideas that Minecraft could do with the warm biome update that they said they would do, so I don't see any reason why they shouldn't. And anyway, number 12 is mobs from the OG mob vote. This is completely different because I know Mojang said that these mobs would be scrapped forever, but who is going to be mad if Mojang just takes them out of retirement? Nobody's gonna dislike them for giving us bonus features. And on the same vein, I think number 13 would be the Isolager, which they should totally rename to the Chillager. Why didn't they just originally call it the Chillager? I would have won if it was the Chillager. But regardless, it's another mob from an old mob vote. We weren't promised it. It was kind of made unclear whether that was gonna come to the game in the future or not, but I think it really should, because it was a really good mob concept, and we do need more Illagers, I think. And so if we got the Chillager added to Minecraft, that would be a huge W. And also, I think the Glare and Rascal were some pretty cool ideas. Which are basically the cave mobs, the cave friends that you'd find in the caves during mob votes. I think it was 2021 and 2022, I'm pretty sure. And it was basically just some mischievous little guys who helped you in the caves. And it's some really cool mechanics, actually. And Mojang should definitely revisit those mobs because they have a lot of potential, and I see no reason why they shouldn't be in Minecraft right now. And as well as that, I think number 15 is the copper and tough golems. 2 more mobs that were unclear whether they'll ever make it to Minecraft, but once again, I think we really should, because they have some cool ideas. The tough golem may not be the best, but the copper golem has some charm, and I appreciate charm. So we just should add the copper and tough golems back into Minecraft, because those are good ideas. The mob votes have always been kind of disappointing, so I think it should go back to the biome votes where it's just all 3 added to the game. We should keep the mob vote, but we should revise it a little bit. And maybe that'll include Mojang making it up to us by adding all those mobs that they were unclear about actually to the game, which would be insane. Number 16, likewise, the penguin. Mojang actually hinted to the penguin potentially added into the game where Minecraft Live, they said, just like our frog friends, they lost, but they still managed to waddle their way into the game. They said that when they were talking about the penguin, which means maybe they're actually going to add the penguin. I would like that. Mojang added the penguin, I'd be happy. Penguin is a really cool idea with making votes faster. I was kind of stuck between it and the crab ready to vote for Minecraft Live. And talking about that, number 17, the crab. What an incredible mod that would be. Just being able to reach so much further, that is a cool concept. And I don't know why Mojang hasn't already added more items like that, but that's even more reason why the crab should be added to Minecraft as well. And in Bedrock Edition, it may not hold as much ground, but at least in Java, it would be absolutely revolutionary for extending your grip, because I know in Bedrock Edition, your reach is already pretty high. And number 18 is really just a small thing that's not really related to anything Mojang has confirmed. It's just the idea of banner beds, like being able to get a bed and then like apply a custom banner pattern to it. Just like make custom beds. Like imagine if this creeper banner was on the bed. That'd be so cool. It'd be such a nice feature just to add customization. So each player could like have their own bed in the server. So you know who's who's. And it would also just make beds be visually spruced up. Imagine the decoration potential having a vertical banner. Like, that would be super cool. I really don't see any reason why Mojang shouldn't add this to the game, so I'm going to be really being a proponent of banner beds. Number 19, which would be a custom Warden trophy. Currently, the Warden shop is Catalyst, and I know Minecraft doesn't want the Warden to be a boss and doesn't want to drop anything, but honestly, they should just embrace it and make the Warden like a custom trophy. It doesn't have to be something useful. It just has to be like something. You can show off to your friends and be like, I be the Warden, here's the proof. Number 20, which would be a use for this thing, the fledging table, which is currently completely useless, which could actually have a purpose added to it. Just like make it so fletching tables can make tipped arrows. That would look really nice. And also 21, I already showed off my resource pack with the spicewood tree. I'll re-enable that so you can see green wood. If I just look up cherry here, there's a whole set of like custom green wood that I made, and yeah, it doesn't look the best, but it exists and could actually integrate this into some gradients. I did that in a different world where you could make like different steps between different stuff. It's a really nice spot to just add in a new block, and then also you could make a gradient like this, where this spicewood block would allow you to finally have a link between a darker gradient and the lighter, like jungle leaf beige gradient. That'd also be a cool block, but that's not really green. But the point is, green wood, everyone wants it. Mojang should add green wood to the game. So those are my 20 ideas, and that's about it for this week's or not this week's, I don't know, this video's 21 ideas for Minecraft 1.21, and I hope you enjoyed, and if you did or didn't, I'd really appreciate it if you just liked and subscribed, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.